Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Sip and Sip podcast. And you already know we got to get to the tea. I have to bring on reality royalty tonight. Larissa Bootz. She is here to spill all of the tea with her ongoing feud with Miss Claudia Jordan, honey. Bootz, what's going on, girl?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
As always, face card never declines. And
Right.
I had to get you back on the Sip and Sip because this is not your first time that you have been on here because you're family. So I had to get you back because you have been in the blogs, honey, in the last week. Can you believe that on every blog from the neighborhood talk to the shade room to everywhere, you have been everywhere, girl. And you had really good reason to be on the blogs because you heard your name came up again with Miss Claudia Jordan. She did a live. And you're on here to tell your truth and spill the tea because it's like you were quietly minding your own business, mothering and doing your business. Partially Savage, y'all make sure y'all go on her website and buy a few things. And then you heard your name come up and it just kind of spiraled out of control after that. So Bootz, you on the Sip and Sit, girl. What is really going on with you and Miss Claudia Jordan?
Well, first, I didn't even know they posted it on the shade room.
It was on the neighborhood talk.
Okay.
It was
Because I
on
was
the
going to say, I
neighborhood
don't think
talk.
the shade room posted it because a lot of my people were saying they don't like how, they only want to post certain things with certain people. That means that they're followers. They're not leaders. And so that's what my people have been talking about is the fact that people don't really care about colorism. They don't. When we're brown skinned, they really don't care. And we see that outcome. But like I tell people all the time, I don't need blogs. I am the blog. They come to my page in an hour.
When we do, girl, we come to that page, honey.
In an hour of the recent post that I just posted a couple hours ago, I received about 10,000 views. So we don't even need the blog. So,
wow.
I don't know why people think, oh, you won't be seen. You won't be doing this. Oh, no, baby, I'm always seen because they always come to my shit and they watch. They don't have to like shit. They don't have to do shit. I've always stood on my own. You know what I'm saying?
And you always have, and we saw that on Flavor of Love too. We saw that on Charm School. You always stand on your own. And one thing that I've seen a lot of people in your comments, on the blogs comments, that you don't hold back. You tell the truth and you keep it real. And I think that's why so many people gravitated to you while you were on the show, and even more so now because you're speaking up. And as a reality TV royalty, a lot of people don't speak up about the colorism, and I'm glad to see that you are speaking up now.
Yeah, and I also don't like the redundant, I guess they think it's dissing me. Oh, you ain't even relevant. Baby, I'm relevant because everybody's coming to my page. Let's make it clear. Just because I'm not on the show, I don't have to be on the show. Because like you stated, all the blogs are watching. Whether they want to post or not, when they start someone displays colorism with them, I don't want to hear it. I won't be supporting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who didn't support me, I'm not going to support you. But see, that's how karma goes. See, they ignore the people who they claim are their people, Black people like me. But when there's real serious issues, they ignore it because they don't care. Because it's all about you have people out here, just like the Bible says in Revelations. What's wrong will be right, and what's right will be wrong in the end days. So I'm not surprised at what is really going on, because when he shows back up, everybody who's been sitting here being fake, not being real, not praising him, it's you out the door. Don't be surprised. So I'm not surprised at all. I believe in Jesus Christ. I know what the Bible say. I know what Revelation says, and we are in the end days. So I'm not surprised at all. Look how they did Jesus. So I know me speaking the truth is not going to be popular. But guess what? They're watching.
That they are, because you recently did an interview with AT-Alien, and you really, I watched it, you really spilled all the truth. You talked about colorism, and was that something that you saw on your shows on reality TV?
For me on the shows, On the shows that I was on, I don't feel that any of the girls were colorists at all. I
Mm-hmm.
think that the girls that were on Flavor Love and Charm School, I think we all had a certain respect for each other. And when the cameras came on, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened, happened. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But they were real situations. A lot of people say, is it scripted? No. When I was on reality television, we were really those girls. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like our
Mm-hmm.
show is the real deal. And I think people are thirsty for that. They want to see real reality. They want to see real things. And I think that the views on the post of me speaking on this issue from my I took clips though of the of me and ATLian, which is Michelle, and our interview. I took clips. We have a gang of views, and it ain't even been 24 hours, over 20,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there is showing me people are thirsty for the truth. And but a lot of other people, they're all about the fake stuff. If somebody
Mm-hmm.
tells them, and what I don't understand is this: if if I own a blog, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to take down, and that's what I appreciate about Michelle
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
VH1 Baddies, which is a blog that Claudia tried to discredit because of followers. But
Oh wow.
but little do people know, everybody in the industry knows Claudia bought her followers. So, girl, while you sitting up here, you was dumb. You was so dumb, you didn't even buy your likes and views.
Wow. So there is a blog. I've heard of VH1 Baddies, and they show a lot of clips about, your shows and shows that came on VH1 in the past. And it kind of keeps up to date with all of the reality show stars. So you're saying that she tried to get the page taken down on Instagram?
She has been in VH1 Baddies DMs for the last week, cussing them out, harassing them about me.
Mm.
So a lot of the screenshots you guys are seeing on or you saw on my stories,
Mm-hmm.
some of those were DMs to me and some were DMs to VH1 Baddies.
I
So,
know that's what I did see that on one of
mhm.
the blogs last week, actually, when it started posting all of this drama, and all of this was, it really kind of reignited last week. And I remember they posted your DMs
Mhm.
on that particular blog, and I'm just I'm shocked, girl. I am shocked.
And those wasn't even all of them. I could have really got her with some of the crazy shit she was saying, like how she don't need to respect me
Mm.
at all. I'm not to be respected and all this other stuff. And it's crazy because when I throw facts out there,
Mm-hmm.
people don't have real conversations these days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like I was stating earlier, like a lot of these people, if you own your own blog, if you're the boss, if somebody's telling you what to do, you're not the boss.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So if you got your own blog and somebody can tell you what to post and what not to post, that's not appealing to me. I don't care if you got 300 million followers. That's not
Mm-hmm.
appealing to me. And that's the genuine thing of me. All of my followers, I have almost 100,000 followers, which is good for a person that has not been on TV for over a decade, almost 2 decades. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And I actually mind my business. So for me to have almost 100,000 genuine followers, not bought, I haven't spent a cent on any of my followers' views or likes. I feel like that's damn good for someone who hasn't been on TV almost 2 decades.
Mm-hmm. Listen, very good. And compared to my little 3,000 followers, girl, you doing the damn thing. So I want to ask you, how did this feud, for a lot of people that are watching and don't know, they see you now like, oh, I remember Bootz, that was my girl on reality TV, and then you see the name that it was posted in the blogs with you. They're watching, they're trying to see what has gone on. So can you backtrack to the beginning of what ignited this feud a couple of years ago?
So I never knew who this girl was,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not even being shady. I never heard of her. I'm, celebrating with the other girls,
Mm-hmm.
BT weekend. You know how everybody back then, we go to the award shows.
Mm-hmm.
I do my own thing, so I don't link up with all the girls, but we all were there. But I was at the excuse me. I was at the BET Awards that year when Monique hosted.
Mm-hmm.
And she had Beyonce on stage with her, that BET Awards. And so the day after that is actually the day we posted or we filmed for the reunion. So this all started because BET asked me to do a special, and the special was them asking me questions about the show that was popping. Because anything that I do, everybody knew. Flavor Love 2
Mm-hmm.
and Charm School was popping, hot, flaming. And I've never won neither one of those shows, and I seem to come out the star. And I think that it bothers people like Claudia because she still ain't made it. And that's not my problem. But why hate on me and lie on me and say I'm not that girl, never been that girl, I'm this and that? She's very threatened by other women of color. She's always, I'm tired of some, not all, biracial people who know that they don't fuck with brown skinned people, and they do only relate to their white side, saying, oh well, I'm biracial, why are you saying I'm not black? You're not black because you are making comments like a Karen. And if you actually identified with your black side, black people don't say those black people over there, look at those black people. That's what white people, racist white people say. That is not what I would never say. Why would I even have to say that? That's reiterating something that's already obvious. So people love, I got one comment out of the hundreds that I got under that post. And somebody was like, oh, you haven't been relevant. You haven't been this. Baby, I am relevant because you on my page. That old thing. So my voice can't be heard because I'm not on a television show. Well, you've never been on a television show. So does that mean if you face discrimination or colorism, you don't have a right to speak on that? That shit is old. That's out. That's a cop out. And I'm just tired of black people doing this to black people, trying to cover for what people are doing, because I have no problem with biracials. I actually have friends who are biracial. But one thing I have a problem with is when they try to dog just the black side. Now, if you have someone that's biracial and they do that with the white side and the black side, oh, okay, that's just, you joking, because you do it, it's equal. But we don't see that with her. I would love for somebody to pull up, as much as she's dogging the black side of her, let me see how many comments that you're dogging on the white side. That is colorism. She does not do that. She actually uplifts it and says the qualified blogs, and stated that VH1 Baddies was a lower end blog because they're black. But then you talking about Fox and uplifting them because they are white. Why is that? Why aren't the black blogs you naming? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you naming? Why is VH1 Baddies a low end blog? That was her words.
Wow. So with all of that, and hearing all of this, what you're saying, I know I saw a clip. It had to have been from years ago, and I think she was commentating, and she said some things that were not like, you wouldn't believe it. And me being a brown skinned woman of a darker complexion, I had to turn it off because I felt like that was degrading and that was demeaning to all of my sisters that are of a darker shade or African American descent. And so I just don't get the correlation why, she would look down on a blog, on a black African American blog.
Because she doesn't respect us, but she'll take our money. She'll take VH1's money. She'll take Zeus's money. All the black shows that she's begging to host, she'll take their money, but she's a punk. We all know this. She'll never say any of these comments in someone's face. That's why she didn't say it to the cast of Love and Hip Hop. She never would. That's why she's never stepped to me and said it. She won't say it to Zeus because she begging and kissing ass to be on their reunions, but she really don't fuck with us. She don't fuck with us. She don't respect us. Neither of that. And I always tell people, you don't know what somebody's going through. I actually was supposed to spend this time that all this, before all this has happened, I actually have a discrimination thing going on with my kids' school that I was supposed to do a YouTube video on. So this is hitting me hard with her doing shit like this that has been continuous for the last 16 years. And what she does is she manipulates and she lies. She flips everything. She watches everything that I do, because in certain things that she has stated, I've said it, and she'll flip it. She is so absorbed in this life of social media, which is sad. She's too old for that. I don't go on social media unless I post. I go out and have a good time, and I post cute pictures of myself like a lot of other people. I mind my business. So all of these comments about she's not relevant, I am relevant. Why is she dogging me? If I'm a nobody, how you find my page, and why is you worried about what the fuck I'm doing and if I'm relevant or if I'm not? That's dumb. That's what's a little girl. That's childish and all that. Somebody was like, oh, grow up. No, you grow the fuck up. Y'all watch too much TV, and y'all going all the way back to Monique saying that shit on the fucking show, under the comments about, oh, she still hasn't grown up. That's dumb as fuck, and that don't even make any fucking sense to what we are actually speaking about. You know what I'm saying? So when brown skinned girls get intelligent, we ain't shit. We don't want to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, but then you call me a hood rat, but you did the same thing on TV, but you're not a hood rat. And then when I pointed all the facts out, it's silence.
Mm.
Like she don't have nothing to say because
So
I
let
put her straight on blast. She didn't know we had that video.
let's back up a taste. So she called you a hood rat.
Okay, let me go back because I kind of like went in circles. I didn't even answer your first question because it'll answer that. So she basically, BT, when I did my special with them, it aired and my cousin called me and he was like, girl, they talking shit. I didn't know who he was talking about. Remember, no social media back then except for MySpace. It wasn't like it is now. So I go turn on BET. I see Claudia and Tamala Jones on there, but Claudia was the main one talking about Bootz is a hood rat. That's all I heard. She's like, Bootz is a fucking hood rat. She's there, just like that with all
Wow.
that energy. And in my head, I'm like, who is this woman? Like, what the fuck? I don't know her. So that was the moment where the beef started.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the type of chick where I'm from LA. So, everything was in LA, be it T Awards, everything. So I'll go to your event. I'll go to events you're going to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She tries to shade and say, oh, you won't. When I told her I'll be seeing you, basically letting her know what's up. Like, we don't even need to be going back and forth. I'll be seeing you. Oh, you won't be on the list. Baby, I'm always on the list. Let's make it very clear.
Oh, wow.
I am the only cast member that you could Google right now that was in pictures with Eddie Murphy, not rappers.
Ooh.
Okay. So,
touché.
yeah. So that is, I'm tired of she's hood rat. No, she wants to push the hood rat narrative. But if I call her trailer trash, or I give her a derogatory term, then it's going to be a problem. But all she does is uses derogatory terms towards brown women like Nene, Portia, all the girls on the Real Housewives that she was on with. Derogatory terms, they're this, they're that. But then she was the same person getting mad at Nene for calling her a half-breed, but you hiding this footage that is really up to today because she's been doing things. That's not the only thing she has done and said. But this is just the footage going back to let everybody know she's been this way. And I'm putting her on straight blast. So it all started from the BT special and her just out the blue. Remember, these shows are the number one show at the time and still are. Nobody has ever hit our ratings. So my thing is she's very bitter and jealous because no matter what nobody says, all I have to do is 2 shows because I'm still known. And I've always been humble about that. So it's like, girl, you are so jealous of that. And for you to say, I've never been that girl, you look crazy and jealous because everybody knows I've always been that girl and never even tried. To make it, to be quite honest, I never won any of those shows and she's talking about me. Why you ain't talking about the winners of the shows? And then another thing about but when she brought my kids up, that was when it was just done.
So she brought up your beautiful children, and on was it the live that she did about a week ago?
It was the live. It was the messages. When she messaged me, she kept saying, when people don't have any intelligent things to say and they ran out of things to say, they go straight to, what they think would hurt you, like my kids, but I'm the wrong one. So she tried to threaten legal action instead of getting active, which is you're a freaking rat.
Wow.
She's a snitch. So when my thing with her is, if she never mentioned my kids, bitch, we could go back and forth all day about me. But what you not gonna do, bitch, is be sarcastic and passive aggressive by trying to be funny. Because she wrote VH1 Baddies. Let me tell for everybody who don't know. She wrote the blog VH1 Baddies in the DMs, going off on them because they wouldn't take the post down of the truth. When that happened, she also included in there, even though I don't have kids, I don't know why people are saying I shouldn't mention mothers and what they do with their kids, because her kids, her beautiful kids, trying to be funny because she don't think my kids are beautiful. Now it's my beautiful kids are what they're absorbing. Bitch, what the fuck you know what my kids are absorbing? Don't you ever even mention my kids out of your filthy ass mouth and try to speak something into existence. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to speak the hood rat shit into existence about me. Don't even speak on my fucking kids. And then I told people, I made a whole bunch of points on that interview, which was, I didn't even have kids on that show. So why the fuck are they being discussed? You understand what I'm saying? Because that bitch is trying to play games with me. But she don't want to get active, which is a punk move. If I'm not that girl, why the fuck are you even remembering things? And then she's such an idiot. In the video you're speaking of a week ago, she's like, oh yeah, she had bad wigs. I couldn't even point her out in a lineup. You just contradicted yourself. Do you know me? Do you know who I am, or do you not know who I am, bitch? Because you seem to
Mm-hmm.
know my wigs, which I didn't have wigs. I had bundles. We didn't have wigs back then. Wasn't no lace fronts. Number one. Number two, bitch, you know my hairstyles. You know my name on the show, my nickname. So you look stupid, you look thirsty, and you look jealous. And what is this for? So, but her manipulation tactic is, I'm gonna just post in response to Bootz is, I don't know her. I'm gonna be funny. I'm gonna do this, but she's such an idiot. Anybody listening to her videos about me, trying thinking she's clowning me, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, you just said something about her wigs. How you know what her wigs look like?
Mm-hmm.
Her
Mm-hmm.
supposed wigs when we didn't have wigs on, but you know what I mean. How do you know that? How do you know she's a hood rat if you don't watch her shows and she's not that girl? How do you know these things? You're too
Mm-hmm.
old to play these type of games. Like, why are you even online trying to throw shade at me? Like, you're
Mm-hmm.
right. I'm not on a show right now. Who cares? I took myself out the industry because of fuck shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
the real deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't play no games with these hoes out here. Everybody that watches shows loves me on the show, and I feel like my personality exuded to others because they loved how I stuck up for myself. I don't ever attack anybody. They always say something to me. I'm just more louder. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
louder, bolder, and that's just what it is. And I stand on what I
And you
say.
keep it real too. Let's just be honest.
Right.
You keep it real. You keep it real. And
Mm-hmm.
I wanna talk to you about that moment of last week when the blogs were just a buzz. And I remember watching a clip. I can't remember where. I watched the clip where someone asked her a question about you. And I remember her saying, Who is that? And that was one of the clips that went around, social media, and that's where I saw it. And so what is your reaction, or what was your reaction when she quote unquote said who in the live? What was your reaction to that?
Before I went online, like my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
When someone sending you that clip.
mm-hmm. Well, that's the clip I'm speaking of when she
Mm-hmm.
like that. You're right. That's the clip, like from when she said who and had that corny dude in the background. Like she asked him to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She asked him to do that thinking that was cute and funny, which is corny. So if there's a Fuller video online and that's the only part they show, but right before he asked her that, she said, yeah, with her busted ass wigs and her this and that. That's when she said it. And then he asked her the question and then she said that. You get what I'm saying?
Wow. So that was the clip that has not been posted, correct? That was the clip that
They
hasn't
cut
been.
it off. They cut it off
Okay.
because it's literally right before he asked her the question. She said she was talking shit about my hair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. It's like she always talking about black girls' hair, how they look, they're this and they're that. Like, girl, please. I look damn good for my age. I look damn good to not be on TV. Them bitches don't even be getting paid like that. So why is everybody trying to act like being on TV is something? I've been there, done that, and I did it well.
And
You
that you
know?
did. That you
And
did.
and I don't understand like some little dumbass boy gonna say, oh, and you wasn't relevant, you wasn't this. I must be relevant, baby, because he was such a coward. When a man approached him in the comments, he gonna block him. So that little punk shit, this social media
Mm-hmm.
shit is outrageous. People are punks like Claudia, and they go and they write things like that. And let's keep it clear, I must be very relevant because I don't have to buy one follower. So why did Claudia buy followers? If you're that bitch that she claims she is, why are you buying followers, baby? Let's see what your fan base is really looking like.
Ooh.
And Instagram owners, I really hope one day everybody who bought their followers, we just clip it on off and let's see what everybody's left with. Because I'm gonna have
Mm.
the same number.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So you get what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
really hot and popping, you don't have to spend $1 on a follower. They're all
Mm-hmm.
coming to you, right?
That is
So
true.
she
That's
keeps
true.
saying that, but that's how much insecurity she has within herself.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, the show is old, baby, and you're the only one tripping. Why?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. She is really a psycho. Like, dead
It's,
ass. Like, she
it's
stalks me. She harasses blogs about me. Like,
wow.
that's crazy. I don't have time to be writing blogs.
When you say she allegedly stalks you, what do you mean by that? Is she on your page? Is
She's
she?
on my page with a fake page. And the reason that I know this is because, like I stated, if you go, you would have to really look in depth. everything that I said in the video, like I said, I'm that girl, this and that in the messages, the private messages between me and her that I exposed her with. She in her response now, she'll say the same thing that I said. So if I tell her, girl, you wasn't even irrelevant, you was on this and that. Now she's saying, well, girl, you wasn't irrelevant, your show was old, you're this and that. She doesn't have her own material. She copies everything I've said in other interviews and other things and tries to manipulate the audience by repeating it but flipping it with my name instead of hers, of what I've told her. She's a crazy fan. She copies everything that I do. But I guess she feels like, oh, it'll bother her if I say she's a nobody. Baby girl, I am a somebody, baby. I am a somebody. That's why you're very bothered. And what people have to ask is, well, Claudia, if she's a nobody, why are you even doing little skits of who's that girl? Who Bootz? Oh, her hair was ugly. Her hair is this. She looks like a straight up clown, like to me. Like it's not a flex. It's not a flex. And then she had her fake page going on my live talking about, oh, it was a fake page though. And they were like, oh, you're not going to be seen anywhere. Baby, I'm always seen. I'm seen everywhere I go, baby. I guess thinking it's a flex that the bloggers took things down. That's not a flex to me. And every blog that posted and took down, I could care less about. Like, I don't care about none of this stuff. Everybody going to get judged by God. That's who I care about. That's who I focus on. I'm not focused on this dumb social media stuff. But what I will do is check somebody. And what you're not going to do is lie on me. And when you bring up my kids, it's a big problem. Because she has nothing else to talk about. Now it's, go, because in the messages she said, go feed your kids, go do this. Bitch, what you're doing is you use the word hood rat, you're using derogatory terms, and that's insinuating is Black women don't feed their kids. Black women don't do this. Where'd you get that from? Ain't there's no fact to what she is saying. And when I fact checked her, I bet you she can't have an intelligent conversation and respond to those with accurate responses. I bet you she can't.
Ooh, girl. Ooh, spill it, honey. Spill it. Spill it. Because I think I am just very stuck on the fact that she did not know who you were when at the time you were very much prevalent on Flavor of Love, Charm School, and that was when VH1 was popping back then when you were on there. So watching, hearing what you're saying, seeing on the blogs, and then you went on to further call her out. You put the DM exchange between you and her, and that's what I saw on the blogs that was posted on the Neighborhood Talk. Can you tell me about what the DMs between you and her were about? Because you went in depth with it. Like you did not hold anything back, girl.
So she hit me up, to clarify that. And I guess she watched the interview of me talking about her because they asked me. But it was like a year later. It was like she waited like a whole year. She was late on that. So she hit me up out the blue and was just trying to act like she wanted to know what the issue was to, I guess, squash the beef, but she was getting slick. And so she was playing that same card. Oh, I don't even know who you are, but you this and that. If you don't know who I am, why did you watch an interview of me to even come to my page? So the slick comments with me, I don't let them fly. So I told her, oh baby, you know who I am because you actually saw me and you ran your little ass on. Because it was after she made that comment with Tamala on the BET. So after that, or while, on the BET special. So after that, she actually did see me at an event and got her ass right along. Didn't have two words to say.
Ooh.
So that's why I told her, anytime, I've never met her before. But when you did see me that one time, bitch, you tried to play dumb when you really was scared. And that's what it is. That's why she's threatening legal action. Talk about, well, she told the blog, I'm not going to get my ass beat because if she hits me, she's going to jail. So now you a snitch though, but you act like you was about it in the messages though. You talking all this shit, which consisted of her talking about, it was more so just her trying to gaslight. Oh, that's why these girls are doing this and you're not. I didn't post that part. Oh, these girls are doing this, you're not doing that. But I thought we was all hood rats. Now so she flips and she flops. You get what I'm saying? But it's like a jealousy towards me. Once she said that, I was like, oh, you got a jealousy towards me. What is your problem, girl? I don't even know you. But she got cussed out that day.
because we all know. Cause we all know your mouth is very reckless, girl. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
girl, it is reckless. No
Mm-hmm.
tea, no shade, no pink lemonade, honey. It is reckless, honey.
So she tried to start off to answer your question, acting like she was, but she was getting smart. So I had to check her. So once I checked her, that's why she was. You guys saw where she was like, "I'm not gonna let you bully me," and that's why I said, "I don't know why you feel threatened and bullied, bitch. What you feeling threatened and bullied for?"
Mm.
Like, but she was trying to gaslight. Oh, that's why Flav left you and you had to fuck him and da da da. So she started lying. She's pathetic. So now you gotta lie, bitch, when everybody knows I left the show.
Mm-hmm.
Or I was
Mm-hmm.
eliminated, should I say, because I wouldn't have sex with that man. So you have to resort to lying. You're pathetic. Let's tell the truth here if we're gonna have an argument. But see, bitches full of hate like her are just pathetic. Like all my, if you go down my comments, they're saying it's an inner self hate with her and her black side, and it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you're uplifting your white side, but you dissing all the black blogs, all this little VH1 baddies, this little this and that. Baby girl, media takeout used to be popping back in the day. So you don't think that somebody gonna replace the Shade Room or any of these other blogs? Everybody has their time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, girl, like, please. This is dumb. Like, you talking about the industry, you still haven't popped, baby. All the records that we have broken on those shows, she still has not hit with her wax show on Fox Soul. So I would be mad too. It's like, girl, your records are not nowhere near what we were all them years ago. So while she over here clowning, it should be easy for her to hit those records these days.
Ooh, honey.
So I'm
Ooh.
wondering why and I guess it's because she focused so much on watching my page and seeing how cute I am and trying to be just like me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That she's, she can't pay attention to her own stuff and getting her numbers up. And then, as I said, people don't want to acknowledge what the facts that I brought in that video too, as well, which was, what do you have to say that I'm a hood rat? Because
Mm.
you're saying fighting. I never fought anybody on those shows. I never fist fought anybody. We argued, but she argued with Nene and Portia and everybody else. So what are you
Mm-hmm.
talking about? That
Where
doesn't make
where
any sense.
where is the correlation, and
Yeah.
why do you think that all black women are hood rats that are a darker skin tone or wherever they were raised, or like that's the, and I understand where you're coming from with that, because you don't know me from Adam and Eve, from a book, from a glass of wine or whatever, and for you to say that is hurtful. That is very hurtful.
And it's like she wanna cry tattoo tears, acting as if she's a victim. I'm not a colorist. I'm not this, which Michelle played. I guess she was talking about Michelle being calling her a colorist, and Michelle played that because Claudia left a voicemail for one of her fans. That's how much time Claudia got on her hands. She went to one of Michelle's fans and left a voicemail, and they gave it to Michelle.
Wow.
I don't do that. Who calls a fan and leaves voicemails like a couple of minutes long, pleading their case that I've heard? So it probably was longer because she was talking. Michelle just cut it off right there.
Mm-hmm.
You have time to call fans and leave voicemails.
Mm.
That's what Claudia does. Trying to play victim when, girls are telling the truth. But a real bitch would have just came out and said, you know what? I did say those things about you. I did say that about black women. I apologize to all the black women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that way. How come she's just, oh, why don't y'all say that to them? Because she don't give a fuck. That's why. You know why she don't give a fuck? Because the money hasn't been taken away yet. The Fox show has not been taken away. We know how it works with the white folks. What happens is once they take that they job and that check, then they beg and apologize. But y'all really not sorry. You sorry that you lost what you lost.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see her reaction. She doesn't want to take full accountability. We didn't lie. We didn't make you go on that interview with that girl for her birthday party and say all those nasty things about black people. We didn't make you do that. You did that on your own. So why blame that? In the video, she blamed her ex-boyfriend for putting things out on her, talking about he knew what he could do. She doesn't take accountability. She even said in the video, yeah, I said it, but he put it out there. Why are you making comments in private about black people if you're a black person? What are you worried about everybody hearing that for? You get what I'm saying? Because you know you're a colorist. You just want to fake the funk and manipulate everybody to think you're something else. That's what it is. Whatever character she wants to play in front of everybody, that's what she wants to do. Like in the video in the car with those two girls. None of them were brown skin. Did y'all realize that?
Yeah, I
They
saw
making
that.
comments. They're making
Mm-hmm.
comments. And I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
like all them bitches is dumb too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all sitting over here, y'all are light skinned. And y'all sitting over here, don't even know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all sitting up here agreeing. But they all gonna be accountable for everything they do. And when
Mm-hmm.
something happened to anybody that owns these blogs that didn't post, anybody, I don't want to hear it. I'm not supporting it. When they
Mm-hmm.
get racism or colorism or whatever, and that's the problem here. People wonder why the black racist stuff doesn't all come together because people be hating on each other. They don't tell the truth because they
Yeah.
worried about what the next motherfucker gonna say.
Yes. Agreed.
You know what
I
I'm
totally
saying?
agree with that. Totally agree with that.
Instead of standing up for what's right. I feel like, with the Kanye and comment about the Jews, one thing I can say is them Jews came together and was like, fuck that. We don't like that. How come the black people not like that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to be better than the next black person instead of, you know what I'm saying, congratulating the next
Unifying,
one.
right. Mm-hmm. And that's
It's
something that we lack within our own community. It's
right.
always more, I got to be better than the next person. I got to be better than that person. But when it comes to like unifying the other races, they're going to unify. Especially like you look at the Asians, the Caucasians, everybody, they going to unify. But when it comes to us, we don't. And that's a problem.
Because most of black people, that aren't tuned into their black side, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They want to be like them. They don't
Mm-hmm.
even like themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever they want to identify with, they leave us and dog us, not even realizing you one of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Agreed.
then they want to say, oh, black, dark skinned girls are jealous of biracial. No, we're not jealous of biracials. I love biracials. It's the one,
Mm-hmm.
it's not all biracials. Let's make that clear. It's the ones that have the issue with thinking like the trending shit, like what Kevin Samuels was doing. It's trending to talk about a black woman. It's
Mm-hmm.
trending to dog us. So when another black person is doing that, we need to start checking them. When the blogs ain't posting what they need to post, stop supporting them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the serious matters, they need to happen. Because guess what? While they covering for this colorist, it's gonna come back on them. It's gonna all continue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's there. It's You get what I'm saying? This is all
Mm-hmm.
goes in a circle. Whatever they're allowing, this don't work. Don't complain about it because you're the reason it's continuing. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They're the reason it's continuing. And I'm tired of the clout chasing shit. I bet you if Fox News right now posted me and what I said, then here come all the other blogs. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
since Fox posted it, let me post it now. Nah, bitch, don't post it because they posted it. Don't post it because of that. Have your own mind. If you didn't want to post it then, don't post it when you see Fox, Oprah on post it, or whoever they feel is a billionaire. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm tired of the let's wait until they get attention from this person and then we're going to do this, and then if this person doesn't have this many followers, they don't even matter, like we don't even
Mm-hmm.
give a shit. But then when a black person dies, that's why sometimes I look at people and they always posting the main people that are on the news. What about the people that aren't on the news? What about the black boys that weren't on the news that got killed? What about the black girls who got killed that aren't on the news? Why aren't we digging for those stories?
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know so it's
Mm-hmm.
just very disappointing. Just like with the video I'm about to put out with this discriminatory school, I'm not going to be surprised when a lot of people don't see what's going on, but I'll get my point across because they're going to get put on blast as well. But I'm just tired of the you know all these derogatory comments
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like you're
towards
fed up.
us.
You're fed up. And I know you have seen it in television. And I think for me, interviewing you and talking to you, I think you are really maybe the only one that has really been speaking up about that. I know it's a couple of other people that do, but you are really speaking up about it because there's some things that need to change out there in Hollywood, especially in reality TV and music and entertainment. And I feel like it's you all, the celebrities, that of course y'all are speaking up. I know you've been speaking up about it, but now it's like enough is enough. And like you said, about things that you see right now that's going on in your children's school, that's a problem. That is a
Mm-hmm.
problem, and that needs to be addressed.
And I'm not even gonna hold my breath with blogs posting. And let me make this clear, because I just told my friend this today. My purpose of exposing her was to expose her. If a blog likes to take it on, they like to take it on. But as you could see in the comments, I don't know if you read them, but all down the comments, they why the shade room? Why you not posting it? They're not gonna post it. They're not. And don't worry about them posting it, because we gonna stand for us. And I see everybody in my comments. Y'all the real ones. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones who care about what's going on. Fuck everybody else who don't, but stand on it and stop supporting them. You know what I'm saying? Because they always see everything. All of the blogs. They pick and choose what they want to do, and that's fine. That's their blog. But we also got to think about, why are you allowing this and that? Well, we got to start making choices then. They don't want to put to the forefront our Black issues and put in people's feet to the fire. Then we need to stop supporting them. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems the gag is, with all these people making comments about relevancy and all this, it all doesn't even make any sense, because they all seeing it, like you said, all over the blogs, whether they took it down or not. They're watching.
And a lot of people are watching, and they're now coming, forward, even not just in reality TV or celebrity feuds, but in the workplace, in the churches, everywhere. It has to be spoken up. Even with on Real Housewives of Potomac, that is a big thing about the colorism on that particular show, and it is coming out. A lot of people now are speaking up about it. Even in my last interview, Candace Dilla Bassett spoke up about that. I asked her a question, dealing with colorism on the actual show, and she explained it all. And what you're saying is true. We got to speak up about it. Is there anything that you want to see change as far as, talking about colorism on reality TV? Because I feel like, Bootz, if you were on reality TV now, you would not even hold back about that.
And you know what? I noticed too, a lot of people like dick riding. They play it safe because they want to be a part of that clique. Oh, I want them to post me so bad, so let me do what I need to do. I don't want to say that, because then they don't want to fuck with me. Fuck that. I'm gonna say what I want to say. They either gonna jump on my bandwagon or get the fuck on. Like, I don't want to be a part. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I don't have to be a part of y'all shit, because that's corny shit. If you can't keep it all the way real, I don't want to be a part of your shit. I don't give a fuck if you had 300 million followers. Nobody gives a fuck about that. I don't. And that's the reason why I removed myself too, because people are too fake. This whole industry is just too fake. And then people wonder why I didn't want to be a part of it. When we start making big bucks, cool. Maybe I'll decide. But I know I mind my business. Take my check, do what I need to do, go the fuck home. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you do.
Right? And I'm like, a lot of people don't realize, for me, I'm from LA. So, I just feel like we see celebrities every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, other people in other states, they may not see that much. So it's like what somebody else would deem may not be success to me. I feel like that was a side hustle for me. People, she trying to dog me. It's like, girl, how could you dog a hood rat that was in a $2 house on Charm School? Girls didn't even know how I was living because I didn't even brag about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, never said anything about it. Lived in that house. Everybody was, a lot of people was coming to me. I even had this one bitch that I didn't even knew where I lived pop up at my house, because the mansion ended up getting posted on VH1. And she came to my house and tried to act like we was like best buddies. And I told her, girl, you keep the same energy. You wasn't fucking with me, but you seeing how I'm living. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the Claudias. Those are the Claudias. See, she talking all this shit, but let's say tomorrow Forbes says I'm a billionaire. I bet you she'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry for saying that there's this and that about her kids and this and that," because people are dick riders. It's all about what you got that they can take. She don't have respect for us. If Oprah was to say right now, "Oh, we've been keeping this a secret, but now Larissa gonna let us say she a billionaire," you know how many people would come out the woodworks to try to use me and act like, "Oh, I didn't mean that. You know what? Let's be friends." Oh, I don't like that fake shit.
Yes.
I don't like
you
that.
See it every day, even in our everyday lives, whether it's with family, with so-called friends or associates, anything. We all see that. We all see that. Now, girl, having somebody come to your house like that. Now I don't know about that. That's too much right there. Nah, you can't come to my
Mm-hmm.
house like that.
And also, I don't like the posting when people die neither. They don't know you your whole career. I think Master P said that about what was the guy's name? I forgot his name. But some people probably know who I'm talking about. But I guess the BET Awards wouldn't let him in the show. And when he died, they were trying to have all these things about him dying. And Master B put him on blast and said, y'all didn't even let him in BET Awards last
Oh
year.
wow, I never
I
heard of
forgot.
that story. I gotta
I
go
forgot his
find
name.
who that was.
Yeah. I keep thinking Wu-Tang Clan, but I don't think it was Wu-Tang Clan. It was a rapper guy. I forgot his name. I think it starts with a P or something. You could Google it, but Master P has said that. Like, why do y'all only post when somebody dies or do that? That's not right.
Agreed.
You know?
Agreed.
Like, no. I even seen somebody on my cast who I guess there was a fake thing that she was dead. And Shade Room gonna post it, but don't post nothing else about her.
So someone that was on the show with you, it was a hoax, and they posted the story on
No,
Instagram.
it was it was a hoax. So I guess from what I saw, because Shade Room posted, and I was like, she died, and then she ended up posting later that it wasn't true. But the Shade Room posted that, but never posted her at all.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So when they thought she was dead, then they posted that. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like
Wow.
that's not right.
I agree. Oh my gosh, I agree. So let me ask you this, Boots. If the whole beef with Claudia could have, well, if she didn't bring your kids into this, do you think that y'all could have had a come to Jesus meeting and then just squash all of this beef and all this feud? But since she has brought your kids into this, and then she's talking reckless or whatnot, there is no coming back from that, correct?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. A lot of people ask me why I don't talk to another bitch on the show that I was cool with, and it's because she participated in someone disrespecting my child. At the time, I only had one, and people don't even know that story. But
Ooh.
that's the reason why I don't fuck with her. Never will fuck with
Wow.
her because no matter, I'm not jealous hearted or anything like that, and I would never participate in talking about nobody's child. I've
Mm-hmm.
never sat there and seen a fake page talk about somebody's child and go like it. What type of weird shit is that? Because you don't like me? Now you
Mm-hmm.
want some evil, weird shit. Now you ain't never gonna be around my kids. You ain't never gonna fuck with me. I will never fuck with you. You will never see my kids again, bitch.
Wow.
Because I'm gonna
I
end up
think
in jail somewhere.
I think that if you have an issue with me, direct everything towards me. But I think kids need to be left out. They are innocent. They don't, they didn't do anything. They have nothing to do with what is going on between me and you. And I'm not a parent, but one day I hope to be. But you all as parents, that's mama bear. You're in protection mode. And when somebody threatens or says anything about children, then of course, I got to come with it now.
Right.
Like, no, I think children need to be left alone. If you have an
Mm-hmm.
issue with me or feud with me, leave my children out of it. They don't have nothing to do with this.
Right. She knows that because even in the video that she posted with them girls in the car after I exposed her, she said it again. So it's like she wants to
Wow.
taunt me. Oh, you're giving hood rat behavior because you're doing no, bitch. That's not hood rat behavior, bitch. You're doing punk behavior. You're doing snitch behavior. That's what the fuck you're doing. Scary bitch behavior. That's what she's doing, and that's what she's giving. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? And I'm tired of the oh, let me gaslight her. Let me say this, and then when she act like that, I'm gonna call her a hood rat. Bitch, you can't manipulate me. I know exactly what the fuck you doing. But you really looking stupid, bitch, because you keep using hood rat, and now I'm gonna put your ass on blast on what you really been up to. See, because them messages, that wasn't it. Like I said, she's is a colorist. She's a nasty old woman. That's what she is. She's a nasty person. I would never fuck with her ever, even if this never happened. This bitch is nasty, but she really don't want it though. So now that I wanted to whoop her ass, then all of a sudden I'm a hood rat.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
what is she? So what do we call her? Ain't that hood rat behavior?
Mm. Mm.
Cause last time I checked when I was on my live, somebody brought up her 2 PPP loans.
Oh,
So,
wait. Somebody brought that up on your live.
sure did. Showed all her
Oh,
address and paperwork and everything. And one of the people lived in Texas because she lived in Dallas because they posted her whole address. She lived in Dallas. And somebody from Dallas said, oh, she lived 5 minutes from the hood. She ain't got no money.
wow.
So while she over here fronting, it's like, girl, you really not that girl. You really not that girl. So people may think certain things, but we all know you can put whatever network on Google. That don't mean that that's their network. So Claudia fakes everything. Her followers, who she really is, everything about her. Her lifestyle. That bitch ain't about that life.
Wow.
She better hope don't nobody report her to about that PPP loan. She better stop fucking with me and my kids.
Ooh, now I didn't know you were gonna spill that. Look, see, when you came on here to tell your truth, but ooh, you spilling it. It is lifting hot tea tonight. Like, oh my gosh, you are spilling all this tea, and Bootz, I don't know what to say, girl, because
Look,
I
well, like
feel
I
as
said,
though you are telling your
who's
truth.
the hood rat though? Because from what one of my people on my live said, you 5 minutes from the hood. So who really the hood rat?
Ooh, touche,
Mm-hmm.
touche. And it's like you cannot talk about, someone being a hood rat. I just think that's just derogatory
It
anyway.
is.
And that's because you don't even know me. Like if it's a friend or a sister or something like that, we joking, we talking back and forth. Yeah, that's cool. But then it's someone that you don't completely really know, and then they calling you something, at the side of their neck or derogatory at that.
Mm-hmm. And one thing about me, I'm just tired of is just the repetitive little girl comments. They just copy whatever they hear on TV, but there's no
Mm-hmm.
substance to what they're saying. They don't even know how to talk. That right there is they're all ignorant. And it's
Mm-hmm.
laughable because she thought I was a hood rat until I put that interview out to show her who I really was. And I didn't have to curse in that interview. And I
Mm-hmm.
read her for filth and
Yeah,
cleared her
because
all the way out the board.
I
And
think
we
you,
still,
you
I
cleared
ain't heard that
everybody
yet.
off the board with that.
Okay, because she can't argue that video. I didn't lie about that video.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's she gonna say? That she can't say anything. Now she's scared because she thought what her ex-boyfriend exposed her for. Nah, baby, you wanted to play with it? We could play with it. I could go even further. She don't know who I know. She don't know how I live. She don't know what I do. I love keeping my life like that. But we could go dip up in them IRS records.
Ooh.
You know, she really want to
Ooh.
play. She over here thinking she that bitch because you told a couple blogs to take some shit out, bitch. You not that bitch. Because, baby, we could go on and X you all the way out the board, but I'm not a snitch. But, baby, don't play with me and my kids. She should have left me the fuck alone and ate her food, like New York said. She should have just sat there and ate her food.
Oh, girl. Oh, my gosh. I mean, Bootz, like, I want to thank you for just coming on here and really spilling the tea. You
Oh, you're welcome.
literally gave everybody the tea and you told the truth. Is there any final words before, we end this live broadcast? Any final thoughts, honey? And, what can we expect from you next?
I guess my final words would just be I hope that, our people will just get it together, represent what is right. Because it's wrong how we doing each other. You know what I'm saying? And when you see something, you need to speak up and not be
Mm-hmm.
scared to do that or care more about money or whatever else than your own kind.
Mm-hmm.
And they can look out. I sell hair and lashes. Everybody knows I've been a hairstylist for over 20 years. So I
Yes.
sell hair, lashes, and clothes on poshlysavage.com. So you guys can go on there and shop for some cute hair, lashes, and clothes. And follow me on Instagram, Larissa the One.
Yes, girl. You know I got to get my hair because it's coming up. You know,
Mhm.
springtime. Fine. I'm ready to get rid of these braids. I need to get me some partially savage, honey. I cannot wait, and I can't wait to
Mhm.
see what you do next because you got some stuff in the works coming. I know that, and of course, y'all follow her. I'm telling you, she is one of the baddies. She
Thank
takes
you.
some bomb ass pictures, honey.
Thank
Like
you.
literally. And I know this won't be the last time we will be hearing you because I mean you about to tell it all and you got to continue to do what's right and tell your truth
Mhm.
and tell your
Mhm.
truth. Again, Bootz, thank you for coming on. Like I said, you are always welcome on the Sip and Sit because you are family, honey. And I can't wait to
Thanks.
have you back on, honey.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course, I gotta get you back on here, child.
Yeah.
For some more tea,
Maybe
honey.
after I drop the video of the school.
Oh yes, yes. You got
Mhm.
to come back and talk about that because I got to know what is going on out
You
there,
guys are going to be
especially.
so shocked. You
Wow.
guys are going to be so shocked about the channels I had to go through and how they just don't care. They
Mm,
don't care about black children in Las Vegas, none of that. So
wow.
stay tuned for that, and I'll definitely be willing to do an interview, and get your thoughts on, that and answer any questions.
Yes. Well, I cannot wait to see that. Of course, we're gonna come back with another episode of the Sip and Sit. So y'all make sure you like, subscribe this video, and follow Larissa Bootz right now. I'm gonna put her description on her Instagram in the description, and make sure y'all follow the Sip and Sit podcast because more interviews are coming on the way. And if you would like to be interviewed, just hit me up in a DM and we can get it popping. All right. All right. Until next time, y'all. Y'all stay tuned for another episode of the Sip and Sit. Bye.